Hi guys, it's Chris here again. This is the third game I've played of Modern Warfare 3. I'm using the theatre mode this time, so this is like a live comms. I do them in one take, so what I class as semi or semi-live. I jumped in. The map had been up for a little bit. As you can see, it was about 36 or 35 to 30, so not long really, basically. So I'm going to try and do a little mini review for this one. Videos only last about 7.5 minutes. This is a Domination map because I tend to only play objective gaming. If you've watched my channel before, you know that. We'll be checking out some Demolition because I started to enjoy that a lot playing Black Ops. This map takes place, I think, in Paris. There's a cheesy French voice commentating at the beginning of it. Anyway, I've just unlocked the first classes that I can pick, and the first weapon of choice is the m4a1. It's really good. There's a little bit of recoil. I noticed I was using the Grenadier earlier on, and basically that one had I think it was the G36C, and that had a little bit of recoil, and I had the red dot sight. I think I'd take out our own shopper here like a muppet. Anyway, I've got the graphics set quite high on the PC. I'm using the native mode because if you've watched my other couple of videos of Modern Warfare 3, I've been told, or it's been written, basically if you don't use native, it will use the Xbox 360 or PS3's graphics, which is about, I think it's about 800 by 600, I think it's saying it is, or a 1024 by 768, and then it basically expands that to be able to fit on your resolution of choice. Mine's 1440 by 900. So you pick native and then you can mess around. So basically just don't pick extra as it used to be with all the other Call of Duty games. The graphics look really nice. They look a little bit crisper. They're being honest, it feels like Modern Warfare 2. And I wouldn't say it's an expansion. I've read somewhere that that some people feel that it's an expansion to Modern Warfare 2. No, I think it's a game in its own right, but it's building on those blocks, if you see what I mean. So it looks a little bit cleaner. Everything looks a little bit tighter, and the graphics feel good. The weapons, the two I've used, feel really good. Got a little bit of recoil, bit of kick, but nothing quite as severe as Black Ops, so it feels quite natural. None of them feel like railguns. As I say, I've only played 3 games, so I've got limited experience, but none of them feel like railguns like the ACI. I've just unlocked the Scar, so I might be using that as well, but I did like the M4a1 in Modern Warfare 2. It was kind of like the alternative to the ACI. So I can't remember what I do, but I'm going to try and... if you just watch, you can see there's a little bit of kick up. I'm not an expert enough to be able to tell you if it's kicking left, up, down, whatever. But you can see he's moving a little bit, so you do have to make your shots, to be honest. As I said, the graphics look a little bit better. The Modern Warfare 2, just a little bit cleaner, a bit tight. Everything looks a little bit tighter. The maps, I think I've only played about 3 maps. I quite like this one. As I said, this is the first time I've played it though. But I do like this one. I like the close quarters combat. It seems quite good. I played another one earlier on. I couldn't tell you what it was, but there seemed to be like multiple entrances. You know, there's escalators all over the place, and obviously the learning curve, I haven't learned it, and I was getting jumped from behind and things. Whereas this, I wouldn't like to say it's linear, but it's a natural feel. I don't know if that's because it's an urban environment, but it's natural. You seem to be looking for cover and things. The other thing is it's quite bright. The brightness levels are default. I've not touched anything there, and everything looks nice and clear and clean, and I can tell who's who, whether that's just because of that map. I was playing on a map earlier on. I think we were all the SAS or something like that, so we're all special forces, and I couldn't tell me from anybody else. I think the perks I've got on this one are sleight of hand. I can't tell you what they are. The sleight of hand is definitely one of them. One of them is be able to detect enemy names from a bit further, and I can't remember what the other one is. It was the more useful of the two that I had choices for. There's multiple. The kill streaks you can see. They're not. I think they're not called kill streaks. They're called point streaks. Aren't they? Everybody knows that. I think I've had 8 UAVs, the highest I've had so far. No, I didn't. I got a Predator missile, didn't I? Because I just shot out that chopper. Initial experience, very disappointed when I played the first game. If you watch back my video, it was extremely laggy. I thought that was initially down to connection. I've got a pretty good connection, internet connection, and it's really quite clean. I do regularly check it. I don't usually have any issues with my internet at all, and that's a big plus to Virgin. I know they get a bit screamed at, but to be honest, I've been with cable, pretty much the same, network for the last 12 years basically, and it's always served me well. So I initially thought it was just because the game's brand new, it's settling in period and etc, etc. Anyway, since then obviously I've had a bit of a tweak, had a look around at the config file, and I was pleased to note that some of most of the config file is the same as Modern Warfare 2. So there was a couple of tweaks. If you watch video number 2, I think it is, Modern Warfare, my second game, there's a couple of tweaks in there if you're an ATI user. I don't know if I can help you at all if you're an NVIDIA user, but this has solved all my problems. The game's now, my native resolution. It's running at pretty much the highest graphics setting. I think I turn off shadows. That's just a habit. I've always turned off shadows. I don't think I've needed them. I don't really benefit from them, to be honest. It's just more things that need processing. So that's obviously helping connection a little bit, but the ATI tweak has definitely helped. I did test that singly, if you see what I mean, and then went back and set some other things. So the game, it feels really good. You'll notice, well, in my opinion, I'm playing considerably better in this particular game, as I'm able to concentrate just on the objective, learning the maps, and basically firing my weapon. Whereas on the other ones I was primarily concentrating on making sure the live commentary was clear, audible, and enjoyable for you. See, this guy looks like he's got an ACOG, and that looked like the M4 as well. That seemed to have a considerable amount of kick. That reticle was jumping all over the place, so that might be one to bear in mind. Anyway, hope that's helped a little bit and shown off. I'm not a complete numpty. I'll just show you the scores. Oh, I can't. Why can't I not show the scores? I don't know why I can't show the scores. Anyway, I hope that demonstrates I'm not a complete numpty. There's my last 2 were losses. There's my score. I went 2-1. That's pretty good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Catch you soon. Ta-ra. Bye bye.